Alright, welcome back everybody, this is Danny Code, and we're continuing on with the... I do have it in pause here because we have some baddies around. But we're continuing on with the storylines playthrough here. Now, I'm going to... let's see here. I'm going to be continuing on with the Towards Distant Shores. Now, we brought the... I forget what it's called, but we brought the ship to Bozata here, and he decrypted it, and he has shown us kind of where the Yaki home sector is, or thereabouts. We're still gonna have to find it, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And I haven't really progressed too much as far as assets from the last episode here, and I do apologize. This was supposed to air yesterday. It is airing today, so I'm kind of a day behind. I was feeling a little under the weather yesterday, so I was like, you know what? I want to give you guys the best experience that I can and be kind of upbeat and things like that. And I don't want to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing it today. Sorry about that. Apologies. But that does mean that tomorrow that we will be doing Cubic Odyssey tomorrow at this time. But anyways, okay. Back to where I was doing. We're going to unpause this. We're just going to go ahead and pew these guys. And, ooh, hey, someone's a little bit closer than I thought they were. But we're going to go ahead and pew these guys, and then we'll continue on with the storyline. There's not too much of a sit rep, to be honest with you. Like I said, I didn't really progress with my assets. Like, my stations are basically the same and things like that. So I didn't get a lot of play time is what I'm saying. Didn't get a lot of grind time between last episode and this episode. I'm just shooting into the wind here. I think I want to actually update my weapons on here as well. Plus, let's go into this view. I'm a little bit better doing it here, like this. But I think I want to upgrade my weapons on this thing too. Although we won't be using this, I don't think, too much in this episode. Because we have to go in with the particular ship that has the cloaking device for the Yaki, so we're gonna have to do that. But yeah, I think I want to change my weapons on here. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I was thinking maybe more along the lines of I don't know, lasers, because lasers don't overheat, and I tend to keep my trigger finger down, basically. And I don't care if it's less damage, I think. But I tend to keep my trigger finger down for a long time, so the overheating, I want something that doesn't overheat as much. So I think that's the direction I want to go with that. But I know the lasers and pulse lasers and things like that are kind of underpowered, but more accurate. And they don't overheat as much. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to discover, you know, what I can actually do there. But these are okay. I kind of do like these. These are the, if I'm looking at it here, I forget the names of them. But let's see here. I am in the wrong menu. There we go. And katana. Let's look at the information on here. These are the proton barrages. So, and these are pretty good. And I do have 4 of them. But I think that, I don't know, I'm kind of tired of them. We also have the Terran turrets here, these beam turrets, which are pretty cool. Which does help when something's close. But again, the beams are very much underpowered. They're super accurate, but they're very much underpowered. And also, they take down shields a lot faster than they'll take down like hull and things like that. So maybe a combination of something. I don't know. Maybe that'll work as well. Get out of the map view here. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But I do have 4 hard spots on here. So there is room for 4 weapons.
Thank you.
I'm just letting this guy pummel me. That's alright. I have enough shield. It's one reason I like the katana that I'm in. I've been using it pretty much the whole series so far, is because it's just a tank. It's an absolute monster of a tank. Although when something swarms you, it does take you down, but these guys just keep coming. And by the way, I'm in this area because I wanted to. There was a station. This is not Heretic's End. This is Hatika's Choice, and the thing is,
Thank you.
that in this area, I think I mentioned this in the last episode or last live stream, that this area you kind of want to hold the Xenon back because, oops, I don't want to run into you, because this is kind of a critical sector. At least I think so. All right, I'm just shooting into the wind there. These proton barrages, they do a pretty good job though. So if I do change my weapon systems here, I'm definitely gonna have to think about a lot of things like damage and things like that. Okay, so with that said, we're gonna go ahead and park. Yeah, I mean, this area here, you just want to keep clear, and you can tell too, the Xenons. Oh, we got one more. The Xenons are trying to put a station here, which is not good.
PE.
As soon as they get a foothold, as soon as they get a beachhead in this area, it is pretty much over. Where's this guy going? He's bugging out. This dude is bugging out.
Thanks for your help.
Come back. Oh my goodness. Alright, one more pass, we should get this guy. Actually, probably won't even need one more pass. Our friendlies will get him. Yeah, they just keep pouring out of here, man. They've been holding them back pretty well. But I think we're just going to have to clean up a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and do the storyline. Just a few more here, just to make a dent. By the way, the 7.6 is now official. That's an official update. I've noticed in the last couple days, actually. So I don't know if I'm still playing the beta, but I think the beta is now out of beta, and now it is official. So.
SE.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, I'm not going to worry about the SE. Okay, let's continue on. I'm going to go park at our headquarters. And while I'm doing that...
Autopilot engaged.
While I'm doing that, we can kind of go over the sit rep. I probably should have taken out that SE, but that's okay. Of our stations here a little bit. So the Avarice power station, it's still there. I wonder if it's making money actually. Let's see here. I mean, we got tons of energy cells. I really should get some more microlattice here and some silicon carbide, but that is okay. Yeah, I mean, we're making money. So, I mean, it was a successful venture. I was thinking it may not be, but I think we are. Yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty good here. It's not making a ton of money, but it's making money.
Entering system.
So it's definitely worth it.
Star.
It's making 16, about every 15 minutes. We're making about 450 credits. Excuse me, 450,000 credits. So that's not too bad. I'll accept that. I wish that was real life. That would be nice. So yeah, that's cool. That works. This one is still being built. Well, not still being built, but it's still being... I mean, we're making tons of money here as well. But like I said, this is the Caterpillar power station. And we're working on our second Caterpillar. I think I left it off to where we only had like 3 of these done. And now we have more than that. We have almost double that. So... it's still working on it, as you can see. We still have a ton more to go.
System. Heretics end.
But once that does, you know, this is a really good moneymaker because we are undercutting everybody in the sectors here. And as you can see, I mean, we're just making tons of money here. And I'm looking for this to kind of go up. Like making even more money faster. So if we're making more money faster, like I'm looking at the frequency to go up here, I think would be the benefit. But I mean, we're making tons of money here. Yeah, like every minute we're making these transfers here are transfers to my main account. So like every few minutes.
Disengaged.
Is putting in 100,000 to 200,000 to sometimes 400,000. So that is making oodles of money. Why can't I press back? There we go. This one is going to start making money here soon. I did put on more miners, so we're actually mining some silicon. And I did in the other episode, in the last episode, we did put in, you know, we lifted restrictions, so we're buying it from other people as well. We're still not really selling it yet. We are making it. So I'm hoping once the silicon wafer price does go down, automatically we start actually selling it. Are we here? Yeah, I think we're here. All right. Anyways, that is kind of like the rundown of like our 3 newest stations. Anyways, but let's go ahead and
Headquarters.
Thanks for your help.
dock over here. Where's my... There they are. Where are my docks at? I've been trying to park all my other parts of my fleet here as well. But I think... Oh, smooth as butter. That landing was smooth as butter. But I think I may actually need more dock space. I don't know.
Successfully docked.
Like everything here that's in Heretics End is pretty much docked here. So what else can we dock here, by the way? So I think these here, let's get these guys. And also this one. Let's get these guys to dock over here as well. Dock and wait. Because they're like scattered around. I want like a central park. I want a central garage. Car garage, basically, for everybody. Okay, so let's get up. Oops, no, didn't want to do that. Oh. I should remap that. I think that's a pretty common problem. Is that you undock instead of get up from your seat. Because the undock is Shift D by default, and the get up from your seat is Control D.
Docking granted.
But no big deal. Yeah, this is my part of my fleet. You can see them over here.
Docked.
So I think this is the one we're going to go into here. It's not the Geometric Isle. I forget the name of it.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
But we're going to get on it right now. And it is the litigious rodent.
Morea.
Sir?
But this one we can cloak as a
Cover available. Yaki.
as a Yaki, and there you go. So we're going to continue on. Let's go ahead and activate the mission. And set to active. Now I don't know. We're gonna actually be going back to where we kind of were, but it'll be okay that we're in this sector because we'll be cloaked as the Yaki. So I'm pretty sure the Xenon will leave us alone. I think in the meantime too, I could probably rescue this ship as well. I think we'll do that. So let's go ahead and undock. And then start going over there.
Autopilot
Yeah,
engaged.
I think I have. Do I have another? I don't think I have another crew member on here, but I can definitely get one, and then fly it back to safety. So we'll go ahead and grab that ship while we're doing this as well, as long as the Xenon. Ooh, you know what I should do too? Before I do that, actually,
Disengage.
because we're going to be in enemy territory, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab. On our way, we're going to go and grab some satellites as well. Let's go ahead and get up. I'm going to have my... Hello. I'm going to have my pilot do this. It's always a little bit easier for me. So, where are we here? There it is, Litigious Rodent. What a great name for a ship, by the way. And we're going to upgrade and repair. And I'm just going to grab some satellites because we might as well, right? While we're in enemy territory, we might as well put some satellites down. Of course, they don't have enough for those. How many can we do? Man, they don't have enough for any of it. Holy cow. Regular satellites? Can I do those? I can do those, I guess. They don't have as much range, but I mean, they'll be useful. So we'll get those. Okay, so now we should go ahead and do that. Oh, here. I was wondering what that is. That's the top of my pilot's head. I was like, it's something bumpy in here. Okay. So yeah, so how's everybody doing? Wave in chat, please. tell me you're here. Say hello. Again, I know my regular audience isn't really here, or some of them may not be here because this is kind of like a day late in a live stream, but yeah, I wasn't feeling so great yesterday, so coming off a long weekend. I did have company over and it was very nice. I think it was sleep. I just didn't have enough sleep.
Morning Star.
Didn't have enough sleep. But yeah, the litigious rodent is fairly fast, so it shouldn't take us too long to do these things. Could actually went over here maybe to get some of the advanced satellites. They may have had them in the equipment dock over here. I wonder. Before we go too far here, let's go and oops. Let's go and let me see here. Do these guys have them? Yeah, these guys have them. Okay, so there you go. Let me
Choice.
hold on. Pause. Let's go ahead and let's cancel these orders, and we'll go over here. It's kind of like we need to be in this area anyways, so let's go ahead and do it over here. And this, and then grab the advanced, because I really want the advanced satellites. There we go. That works. Okay. Unpause. I mean, it is past mid-game, so I really should be buying the advanced satellites anyways. I mean, the other satellites are okay, like, you know, when you don't have enough money, those are great, and they work. But, yeah, the advanced satellites, I think the advanced satellites are not only double the area, but... Oh, I was wondering what we're doing. But I think it's like 3 times the amount. Let me check that actually. can't this turn off? I want this out. Go away. Alright. Do what it says. There we go. Okay. So let's look real quick here. Let's do it in the encyclopedia.
Entering Patikva's choice. 3.
So equipment, satellites. Yeah. So let's see here. What's their range here? So this is radar range is 30 kilometers, and for the advanced satellites we're 75. So 30 and 30 is 60. So it's 150%. No, 250%, isn't that? Because 60 would be 200%. Then an extra 15 would be another 50 on top of that. It's like 250. Am I doing the math right? Tell me I'm doing the math right. But it's better. That's what I'm saying. So 30 compared to 75. Yeah, almost, close to almost triple there. I forget how many asteroids are actually in this sector. I never go in this sector. The sector is very boring, although it does have a lot of stuff in here. Who owns this sector? Pretty sure it's Argon, right? Yeah. Yeah, definitely Argon. There's a lot of production here, though, so I mean, it's a boring sector, but they definitely have a good amount of production. What do we have? Medical supplies, graphene, more medical supplies, a lot of medical supplies, refined goods, which is making what? Not sand. Making graphene. Antimatter cells, all parts, of course. Advanced electronics, plasma, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, dude, you're pilot. What are you doing? You're... Alright, you went in through the outdoor, now you're going in through the indoor. That was a very interesting way to do it. I question your piloting skills, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Can I help?
Can I give him a seminar? Oh, yeah. Might as well. There. Will that help your piloting
Goodbye.
skills? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that actually helps. I don't know what that actually helps. I just think it helps, like, the things you can do with the pilot for, like, automatic stuff and whatnot.
Morea.
Okay, so we have him on board. Okay, now I'm gonna take over. Get out of my seat, sir. Did a very good job. All right. Yeah, so we do have... Oh, I can't tell. Okay. All right, let's continue on with the storyline here. And see what's up. So, I know I've been in Yaqui territory before, and I think this is the same storyline elements
Autopilot. Engage.
that we're gonna find. I forget what her name is. Oh god. But yeah, we're gonna find her. Oh no, one of my mineral vanguards has been destroyed. Why? What? When? How? Where? What's going on? Oh, do I have... I did put a bunch of miners on here. Let me look here. 1, 2, yeah, I think it was on here because I had three of the three here. So I think the yeah, I think someone got them. either pirates, which I doubt, or someone else. Oh well. That's alright. Either pirates or the kayaks there. Swarm of kayaks, because kayaks are a huge problem in Grand Exchange, and that's where they're mining. Yeah, you can actually even see here they're hassling my large crane, although he's not really bothered. He's like, you know, don't even worry about it. I'm just gonna continue on mining. And that's kind of why I've been having like the large ones, but the medium ones you can usually get away, to be honest with you. Oh well, not really worried about that one loss. I think we'll be okay. Okay, once we jump out of the sector and into...
Entering Patikva's choice 1.
And into... Hello. There we go. And into the next sector here, we'll go ahead and turn on our... let's look at they got a K in here. Okay, let's turn on our cloak.
Autopilot.
As soon as we turn on our cloak, the xenon should turn blue. I think. Enable cover. So we are now, as a Yaqui, we may need to get out of the range of the current.
Entering system. Barca.
Of the current. Hold on. Yeah, so now they're pink, which means that they are not friendly, but they're not going to shoot at us. So, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and save here, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little test. I'm just going to stand still and see what they do. Hey, JFD. Check for nests to cut down the kayaks numbers. Yeah, and I haven't been doing that. You're right there, but they keep on popping up, and it's kind of like really annoying, I think.
So that is the arcane function of that peculiar apparatus. Those Xenon do not recognize you as an enemy.
Very good, Bosa. Glad you caught up with us. Yeah, so they're just gonna leave us alone. So we're free to do things like put more satellites out here. Didn't I have a satellite out here? I thought I did. Oh, that must be my satellite here. I wonder if I put a satellite out as the cover of the Yaqui, will it... I mean, this one, it seems to be working for me. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to go over and try to get this ship here.
H.
While we're just, you know, while we're covered in relative
Danger.
safety.
Hazardous region.
Indeed, whack-a-mole all day. Yeah, definitely a whack-a-mole situation. I wish there was some game dynamic that, you know, past mid-game that you can do something more permanent. I was watching a video, and I think it's on. I think it's in the. It's on the community tab for the X4 just before the live stream here. I never even thought of doing this, but I saw a player that put this built a station like right in front of a hot point, one of the gates, to where the where the kayak, or not the...
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
The Xenon were coming out, and it was surrounding it, and it was all like a tunnel of death, basically. So anything coming out of the gate would literally just this looks like a Xenon, whatchamacallit, one of their spawning points. But yeah, it was really interesting. If you want to go look at it, I think it's like literally, if you go to the community tab, don't look at it now, after the live stream, but if you look at it, it's just on the community tab. I think it's like the second or third post at the moment, but it's really fun. I was like, I gotta do that. It was like this big laser show when anything came out of that the gate.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
So let's grab this guy while we're here. I'm gonna fly around and look before I do anything else. Let's look for the leak, because I usually do it while I'm in my spacesuit. I think this may be a little bit quicker just to look around here. Maybe. Not seeing it. Not even hearing it. I may have to get out to my spacesuit and look for the entrance. It looks like it may be like right around here. Sometimes they'll put it on, if the ship has a dock, they'll sometimes put it around the dock. One of these days I'll remember
Danger.
where they all are.
Hazardous region detected.
Okay. Interesting. Let's go up the front here, real quick. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Okay, I'm just gonna have to get out of my spacesuit. I really don't want to because it is a hazardous region. You've seen that build too? Yeah. It's I've never thought about doing it. I thought about putting, I mean, I have done like the laser towers and things like that. Although I think they have gotten nerfed
Danger. Hazardous
in the
region
last update or
detected.
like a recent update, so it's not as good a thing. So I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna have to get out of our spacesuit here and find it, I think, because my yeah, okay.
Cover deactivated.
Oh no, cover's deactivated.
Rhea.
No. So this may not be a good time to do this. I had no idea my cover would be... I thought it was just on the ship and not just me sitting there. Huh. May have to put this off. I mean, I could send another ship in here to perhaps rescue it automatically.
Danger.
As long as they have
Hazardous
Marines on
region
them.
detected.
But I think we're going to have to put this off. Oh, there's a little satellite there. I think we're just going to have to put this off for now. Nice looking ship, by the way. It's definitely Xenon early technology. Okay. I think we're just going to have to get on with the mission here. Or send a Merc. Yeah, I was thinking about sending that. I like sending a Marine to come and get it. But this is like a hazardous region. I think maybe I'll come in here and wipe out some of these Xenon. Because I don't think it's like really busy. I mean, I say that. I say that, and we got this little
Danger.
cluster of
Hazardous region detected.
Xenon over here. So, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead. Yeah, it is. So, where do we need to go here? Not really telling me. It just has a, whatchamacallit here. So, let's go ahead and let's just go here. And then we're going to put out
Engaged.
because I think the gate that we need to go to is up in here. if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. So we'll go ahead and scan around. But yeah, sending somebody else here is going to be tricky for now. I think eventually I'm going to come in. I do like to take out this area of Xenon just proactively because it's so close to it's really weird seeing all red here,
Danger.
but it's really close to
Hazardous
Ridiculous Choice.
region detected.
But yeah, we'll eventually. I thought this would be a good time to go get that, but we'll eventually go get it later. And as you can tell too,
Autopilot
there it is.
disengaged.
You can tell too sometimes the traffic. This is indicative of something that is in literally this direction over here.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Why? Why? Alright, we'll do it manually. Manual is the way to go as well. So I think in this sector, then we'll have to look for another sector, and I think it's
Danger.
like in here somewhere.
Hazardous region detected.
If I'm not mistaken, the Aki home sector. Oh yeah, that's true. If it should be clear in that little bubble around that ship when I get it. That's true. If you don't see like that static weirdness going on there.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Oh, my autopilot's really not working too well here. Let's do... Very strange. Muy strange-o. Let me see here. Let's just do this. Set the inactive. Set the active.
Autopilot disengaged.
That's weird. Okay, well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Mach 1 eyeball, as they say.
Danger. Hazardous region
It's your loot
detected.
farm system. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, it's kind of been my loot farm, like Hatikva's Choice coming out of that gate. It's kind of been my loot farm in this particular playthrough. I keep on going back there if I need to like get certain ingredients for crafting or whatever. If it's dropped by the
Entering
Xenon.
Arcus Cascade 17.
They seem to be coming from this direction, so I assume there's something over here. So let's just send out a thing there and see what we get. Nada. Okay. You set up a scout on repeat orders to just collect and drop off at headquarters. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is a good idea. We're gonna follow the pack here. Seems to be like this little bit of a highway, so it has to be something in this area. I should have the I should have the X4 map kind of memorized by now. I have some things I know where they are, but most of the things I do not. Shift over this way a little bit. Let's see what we got. Something there. Unknown station. There we go. Unknown object. That is more than likely it.
Unknown object.
Let's see what that is. There it is. Let's make a beeline. Oh yeah, I do like the zoom. I do appreciate the zoom, which I gotta get out of it here. But yeah, no, I do appreciate the zoom. But I usually just find things like doing the scan and then I zoom into it like I just did here. I never even thought of like randomly zooming. That's actually an idea if you're really stuck at trying to find something. These are stations, yeah.
Entering system. Matrix. Number 79B.
Isn't there a Matrix number 9? I forget. Like a Mambo number 9. Every time I hear Matrix number 9, I think Mambo number 9. Silly little song, isn't it? Okay, there's a station there. Station. If I remember correctly, we have to do one more jump. I think it is Matrix number 9, isn't it? Or Savage Spur. That's right. Okay, let's get in here a little bit. I think let's turn right here just a slight bit as well. And then we'll put out another scan here. That was a weak scan. There it is.
Unknown object.
That must be it. That's it. Head towards the station, head towards the gate. Man, that zoom, when they put that zoom in, I I hit enter as I did it, yeah. When they put that zoom in, I was like, that is the best thing ever. I forget what update, I think it was in version 6 somewhere. Like early version 6. So I know it hasn't been long, but I use it all the time.
Entering system. Savage.
It worked! Great magenta flight spirit of cybernetic science, it worked!
Ah.
I can barely contain my excitement.
Oh, okay. So that's, yeah. So the Getsufune, right? That's the thing on, yeah. But I remember this is one way, so you can't go through there. I think the gate from here to Savage Spur 2 is one way, if I remember correctly.
Stranger, explain yourself. Who are you, and how did you get here? Why? What a mess. Meet me at these coordinates immediately. I'm providing you with an escort.
So mad.
Autopilot engaged.
She's so mad. Reen was her name, I think, if I remember correctly. Ooh, excuse me.
What is this? A Xenon station? I think we might have already passed one of these earlier. I must say, I am rightly flabbergasted by his intricate entanglement. And such an aggressive color scheme.
He's talking about color scheme. Love it.
Oh, no sightseeing.
Why not? Oh no, her name is Kendai?
Autopilot engaged.
That was Reen. Oh no, Reen is the Hatikva, isn't she? The dialogue always gets me. Yeah. It is something special, that's for sure.
Disengaged.
Go around the stone here.
Autopilot engaged.
So have they saved the Yaki from themselves in the past or first time? I don't think I've ever finished this mission, to be honest with you. So I think I know, like, one parts here is going to be that we have to take out that station or whatever that we saw, the power station there, and I never get around to it. I kind of paused it at that point. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have enough firepower to come in and do it at that point. But I think, too, I can't do it in this ship. It's going to be near impossible to do it in this current ship. So, if I remember correctly, because we have to take out parts of it. But I know there's a decision here that we have to make.
Pirate base.
So,
Docking granted.
and I think because I am Terran, I'm gonna go with the Terran. I'm gonna betray. I think I'm gonna be betraying the Yaki, although I'll feel bad about it. Or should I? Should I actually not betray them and just go with the try to help them out? I don't know. Is the speed limit not the speed limit anymore in stations? It doesn't look like it. I think they nerfed the speed limit while we're in dock here. Weird.
Successfully done.
Glad you're reasonable, stranger. I'm adding you to the admission list for my office.
Roger Dodger.
That does sound eerily familiar. I think I will terminate my communications for now and observe quietly.
What? Why are we getting the There's Xenon around. Are they gonna try to take me out? Because my whatchamacallit's out. My whatchamacallit's down. My cloak is down.
Finally, come in. Well, where do I start? Where would you start if you were in my place? You suddenly system in a ship that obviously doesn't belong to you. You're a damn security risk.
I like the goggles. Then why am I still alive, ma'am?
Because you're not the first to arrive here. Ever since the realignment of the gates, we're picking up scrappers, adventurers, scientists. Maniacs! All of you! But we can't let anyone die out here. There are already far too few of us.
Are you trying to recruit me?
I'm not
Ouch.
asking you to join the
That
Yaki.
hit my elbow.
We all have our allegiances. But I am asking you to have a closer look. Make your rounds, see how we live. Might just change your perspective.
Alright, what is this place?
Oh, have I not made my formal speech yet? Welcome to the home of the Yaki. Freedom-loving, freebooting and who am I kidding? What you see here is the last remnant of the Yaki. At least the last that we know of. When those gates shut down 2 generations ago, my people got stranded here, together with the Xenon. Most died in that first week. A few found hiding spots inside an abandoned outpost. And then, some stars and augmentation artists found the solution.
How did they survive?
These things on my face, they're not just for show, you know? I don't exactly know how they function, but they keep the Xenon away, most of the time. But that's not all. This aug art also lets a few of the most gifted Yaki do things to the Xenon, brought them here and there. It doesn't always work, and you've seen what happens when you indulge too much, but it kept us alive. And so here we are, pirates to some, abominations to others, and with the Xenon strapped to our back like a damn tumor. Doesn't matter if we stay or leave. Either way, we're fair game.
So it's just because I'm in the hostile system? Yeah, okay. Unless I'm being actively followed by a ship, they'll probably they'll probably leave me alone. They might not make it. Gotcha. Yeah, but I wish the music would calm down because it doesn't fit the scenario at the moment. This is like the strange things with these storylines is we didn't really say anything about Obelisk, and Obelisk is part of the Terran storyline. But we didn't mention, I mean, she didn't mention anything about him, so the connection really wasn't there. So the storylines in X4 kind of have this disjointed thing going on, but we'll ask anyways.
Good, then he's no longer a threat. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of sad that he's gone. He was a good Yaki once. But the way he plastered himself with those cybernetics, with no regard for his or our safety, there's really only one way this could have ended.
Is that an iPhone 17 on your desk there? Very nice. So I think I went through everything else. Why am I still alive? Are you trying to recruit me? Yeah, so the only thing is the story thing here.
Damn right I am. Thanks to that fool Obelisk, the war's already underway. With you on the loose, there'll at least be one more pilot with a brain. And a conscience, I hope. Another thing, I called you a stranger earlier, and that was a lie. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I forgot Hale. Hale is in here. My old buddy.
Well, this is kind of awkward. Don't know if you were expecting to see me. Maybe you were. Maybe that's why you came in the first place. Doesn't matter. What counts is that you're here right now.
Why did you disappear?
That's not an easy question to answer. I guess I was kind of overwhelmed back there. If you remember, we thought we were hot on a trail, and then everything went nova. Organic pulled me out when that maniac Obelisk disabled my ship. Been here since then, flying with the Aggie, testing out my powers. Meet me outside. We'll talk some more when we're back in our pilot seats.
Yeah, so... Do you got anything else to say to me? No, apparently not.
Morea.
Sir?
Well, now the music stopped. That's weird. Okay, I do want to... Can I not do it now? I can't switch over now, so I guess I'll just... modes... No, not in modes either. So I can't put myself in the cloaking mode until after I undock, apparently.
Alright, time for straight talk. First of all, it's
Hold on.
damn good to have...
Someone's targeting me already.
back. I've been waiting for an opportunity, and here it is. Secondly, this place stinks. We're about to take a real close look at the heap at its center. And thirdly, it's really good to have you back. Just wanted to make that clear. Anyway, we should get going. If you have something on your mind, just call me, yeah?
Corral Kami.
Did I not? I think I did. I'm following you, buddy. I guess I'm not going to follow you. Okay, never mind. Story is really weird until you do it a few times and then the story actually starts to make sense. Yeah. I've done it a few times, it still doesn't make too much sense, but if you do all the dialogues with everyone leading to this point, when you undock, I have bound it to a key. Oh, that's a good idea. Bind it to a key. He's in formation with you. Okay. I was like, yeah, I thought he said follow me, but I guess we're not following him.
Amplifier station.
Alright, let's get there. Yeah, and I don't think we could do the upcoming thing in the ship. We're gonna have a little bit of a pew-pew battle here in a minute, but I don't think we can disable the what you call it here. Although I think I may want to. Oops, don't know why I did that. I think I'm gonna go with not betraying the Yaqui. I think we're gonna go with them. We're gonna leave them intact. That'll probably piss off Delilah, but that's okay. Although we do have a lot of business interests in Terran territory, so I don't want to piss them off too much. So you can drop 50 laser towers and loot until it blows up. Oh, that's a good idea. I should have grabbed some laser towers and taken it out. You mean the station here?
Okay, we're here. Time to clue you in about the real deal. That over there, my friend, is an amplifier station. The only one under Yaqui control. You've seen what heavily augmented Yaqui can do with their cybernetics, eh? This thing, if turned on, further increases the strength and range of those Xenon attacks. Organic says they need it for their own safety, and as a dead man's switch when the Protectorate inevitably finds and attacks this place. But she doesn't understand. No, none of them understand. All they're doing is hiding and delaying until they suffocate, or someone like Obelisk snaps and turns this side of the gate network into a slaughterhouse. In the end, despite all their precautions and with all the technology in the universe, these people have nowhere to go except out and through. This system, this entire situation is a giant ticking time bomb. There's only one way to stop it once and for all. We have to destroy that amplifier. It's brutal, but Mission Command has trained us to make hard choices. These people have shown me kindness, but I trade them all in for the safety of Saul. I've gathered a handful of fighters who want to stop this downward spiral at once, regardless of their own fate. It's gonna take serious preparation to make this work, but you've always kept a cool head when I couldn't. Awaiting your command, Wing Leader.
Um,
Hello there, pilot.
hello there.
Since you and your friend have already inspected the merchandise, I guess there's nothing else for it. It's time to put all our cards on the table. When you've got a moment, have a look at the briefing I just sent you. And before you flip your hatch, I'm not asking you to betray Earth. Well, I guess I am, but, you know, desperate times and all that. Think about where you want your loyalties to lie. Mull it over, consider all possible consequences. You're not the first to attempt this mission, but you might just have a shot at success.
Okay, so the current mission now contains multiple parallel submissions. You can track the status of each mission in Mission Manager. Yeah. Okay.
Is she insane? She can't possibly think that we would ever ally ourselves with her against the Protectorate. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, these pieces of human trash are already contemplating genocide to save themselves. There's no reason we shouldn't do the same. Yeah, you know what? Let's tell Mission Command about this whole mess. Get the Terran Navy to warm up the big guns.
What do you got to say there, Boza? What a surprising and terrifying conundrum you have uncovered, Assistant. Now that the plight of the Yaqui has been made apparent to you, there are so many conflicting goals, so many combinations to choose from. How will you yield this knowledge? So, do we have 3? Yeah, I think this is for Hale. So they have they leave us no choice really, as long as this amplifier station. So he wants us to destroy the amplifier station. So he's like with Soul. This is with the Terran Protectorate. Operative, I don't mean to alarm you, but it appears to me that you may have a new information about the investigation, that you may want to share my observations. Tell me that you ventured out into the unknown, and the Terran Secret Service would dearly like to know what is that you have, oh holy moly, what it is that you have found. That's really worded strangely. It goes without saying that Commander Lee and his Intervention Corps are ready to pounce should we give the word. Interesting. So I may actually do that. I don't know. But this is Yaqui, so this I think is a nicer one. And this is just deploying nav beacons, apparently. Pilot, I'm going to be blunt. The Yaqui are at a brink of war, both internally and externally. When things inevitably turn sour, we need the backup plan to keep the Terran Protectorate at arm's length. You're let in on this operation because Shinneman vouches for you, because you have access to Terran space, and because we're simply out of options. I need you to continue with Obelisk assignments to lay a trail of all the way back to Earth. With what? Yeah, and that's the problem I have with the Earth one. Hey there, Pharaoh. Didn't even see you pop in. Another pilot doing the Yaqui pilot plotline, yeah. Cookie Paws did that the other day, did he? What did he? I assume it's a he. What did? Or I'll just say they. What did they? Which one did they follow? So I'm tempted to do the smoking gun. And I don't... I don't know. That's the hard one anyways. Are you tempting to have infinite loot spot, but then dies after some time? Yeah, I guess. Just don't drop 50 and it will last longer. You need to have Dahl in headquarters for some more dialogue. He is in my headquarters, actually. If Dahl's around, there's a third option to sighting one way or the other. The option might be open without him, but yeah, he talks about it a lot because Dahl. I know I have him. Do I talk to him? He is at the headquarters at the moment. Some key things here is that the Terran will. Hey there, Grasshopper for jewelry design. Tell Delilah that's what Cookie did. Okay. Close the map. Okay. Maybe he'll start talking. Oh, there he is. Haha. Glad I have you guys in chat.
Whoa, hold up a minute there, partner. There's more to this than meets the eye. What the? Who's this joker?
Allow me to introduce myself. Dal Busta, political analyst, private tutor, and bon vivant extraordinaire. Look, if you want these two factions at each other's throats right this instant, who am I to judge? Nobody likes pirates. And helping the Terrans wipe out the Yaki would certainly put an end to their shenanigans. All it would take is for someone to inform your precious mission command about this dire threat. But what if you tell them the exact opposite? No Yaki threat, no Terran military response, no fuel for the Yaki hardliners. It all unravels and the Yaki are back to square one. Who knows? They might even end up needing some outside help with their Xenon problems. I'll leave you two alone with your thoughts.
That's an interesting option.
I honestly don't know what to think. It's your choice, I guess.
Huh. That's an interesting option. I kind of like that option. To where that just puts everything to where I'm not going against the Yaki. I'm not going against the Terrans, really. I'm just withholding information. I'm not telling them any new information. And that kind of puts things at a level. You like pirates. Yeah, Grasshopper for jewelry. Yeah, he's back. He's back. Hale is back. But, yeah. There's some spoilers in here for you. Even if so the amplifier is not as really as powerful as they think, even if the strike is called. They get wasted by Terran. I see. You just befriended the fallen families. Yeah, I think I was friends with the. No, I was friends with the. Not the fallen families. The other guys there. Zyreth. Yeah, I think I Grasshopper. I think I still have the Gladius. To be honest with you, I'm still using it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to. I think I like that fourth option there. I don't see the fourth option here though. But I think it is talking to Delilah. I'm definitely not going to do this one. I thought I was going to do this one, but I'm not going to do this one because I don't want the... I mean, what you guys are saying, though, is the Yaki don't stand a chance even if we do this one. But this seems sort of like backstabbing the Terrans. This one seems like backstabbing the Yaki. This one seems to be the one I want to do. But I'm going to tell Delilah... I'm not going to tell Delilah that they're a threat. I think that's the one we're gonna do, right? Yeah, I think that's the one we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and fly to Delilah. She is. Let's see here. I'm obviously gonna have to take. Well, that's a lot of red. I'm obviously gonna have to take off my my cloak Where is Delilah? I can never remember where that lady is. Saturn, I think she's here? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's where she is. Okay. Let's go ahead and start guidance. Oh, okay. Apparently it's not going to tell us how to get there. But I mean, I know how to get there, but let's just go ahead and start guidance to Hatikva's choice, and then we'll go from there.
Autopilot engaged.
Oh, that's right. She wants the rodent, doesn't she? Mutually assured destruction is a bad ending, generally. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk to Delilah, but I want to keep it under wraps of anything. I'm not going to give her any information. I'm just going to give her, like, a, you know, whatever. I'm gonna do the Dalbusta thing, I guess. Not that I like Dalbusta. I think he's kind of skeevy, but we're gonna go that direction, methinks. So at this point, I think I already brought the ship to Boza, and he activated the cloak.
Entering system matrix.
So I made that decision. So
7.
Sorry, friend. I'm afraid I'll have to lay low. With these cybernetics and this ship, any Terran we come across would shoot me on sight.
Yeah, so you lay low there, Hale. What hardware specs am I playing on? It's in the description, Grasshopper. It's pretty old stuff, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been playing this game for many years now, and I haven't updated my software, or my hardware, I should say. I think I put more memory in a few years back. I think that's the only thing I've done.
Arcus Cascade.
I think I'm running on 64, I think. But it's pretty slow. Right, I want to make sure that I decloak once I get to Hatikva here. But we still got a ways. I'm gonna get a nice destroyer now? No. That's always a good thing. Yeah, I kind of like this, you know, because I think the first time I did this, first and second time I did this, I went with Hale. I went and did the save them from themselves, and I didn't finish the storyline yet. So anything after this actually is going to be kind of new to me. So.
Danger has entering Arcus Cascade 15.
I do like the color of this ship. I do like that pinkish purplish color. I wouldn't want my whole fleet that color, but that is actually pretty cool. Something about it. It's like that double hued. Okay, Grasshopper. Thank you for coming by, though. Appreciate you. Not too keen on the name, but it does slap if you can max out the elements on it, yeah.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pause right before we go into the sector here. And let's decloak. And unpause. Look at that. Smooth.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Okay. So now let's beat a path to Delilah. She was over here. There we go.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Engaged.
I think, most of the story ships so far. I haven't lost the Geometric Owl yet. I haven't lost the Velvet Thunder. I still have the Velvet Thunder. And what else did the... I think this one was part of the storyline too. I forget where I got that one from. I think that was just a salvage ship, maybe. But I still have the
Entering
Geometric
system.
Owl.
Argon Prime.
Elite Sport. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that thing. It's so slow. It's pretty much a useless ship. But yeah.
Entering system. Second contact.
Didn't lose any more miners, did I? No. Are we making money here yet? Money, money, money. Nope, we're not making any money yet. Why am I not making money? So this is making silicon carbide. I think, if I'm not mistaken, right? Silicon carbide? So this one in here. Yeah, still silicon wafer, sorry. So let's look at, while we're traveling here, let's go ahead and look at the sector here. And so silicon wafers in this sector.
Entering system. The Void.
15. I think that's pretty much all me. But let me see here. So I have, how many do I have? Production, no, I have 8. So someone's making more. I'm making the majority of them. So I have one more than the rest of the sector here. But I think it's the, let me see what the price is here. What's the pricing? Show encyclopedia, and let's just take these out. So silicon wafers, definitely selling them. This is the time, and that's the amount. Where is the... I thought there was pricing somewhere. Can I get that in the trade menu, maybe? Let's see. So these guys are selling them for 180 credits each. So we have to...
Get Sofune.
We have to undermine 180 credits. So what are we selling them for? We're selling them for 180 credits. So that should go down here soon. Why do I have... Oh, I'm a boob. No, I don't want selling. I don't want local only. No restrictions, please. Sell away, sell away. That's why we're not making any money. Oh my god, I'm a newbie. I am a newbie. having this to buy only, local only. Local only is just me, by the way, just my faction. So now we should start making money, right? Hopefully. I mean, we're selling them at the rate that they're selling them at the other place. So, yeah. Oh boy. I'm a newbie. I changed that early on in the game to be the defaults, but I keep on, I forget it.
Entering system.
And then I get into situations like that to where I'm like, why isn't thing A doing thing B? And I completely forget. I completely forget. So what is the drink of choice, guys? What are you guys drinking? Not like what you drinking, but what do you? I'm having a Canada Dry ginger ale. That is my drink of choice for this live stream.
Entering Mars.
Not sponsored, but if they wanted to sponsor me, I would be okay with that. Alright, let's go talk to our old friend here.
Orbital defense station. Docking granted.
Oh, that was fun. Autopilot's having a moment. Yeah, they've lifted the restrictions on how fast you can go on the docks here. You can go faster than 50. Oh no, they haven't. So I'm going 50 now. But yeah, I used to rely on like speeding into the docks and then that speed restriction
Successful.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
slowing me down, but it's not doing that anymore for some reason. I don't know, must be me. Let's see here. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, Secret Service. I was like, what? I'm looking for the representative, but no, it's Secret Service thing. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have this activated. Now, hopefully I make the right... I just want to save the game real quick. Hopefully I make... Being English, you're legally required to answer T with a biscuit. Ooh, a biscuit sounds nice. Although biscuits for you are cookies for us, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Like biscuits for us are more of a kind of a bread baked thing. Okay. Let's see. Covert operations, no. Well, let's talk about covert operations actually first. Or not. Okay. How about the Yaki?
So, what's the status of the investigation?
Nothing to see here. I've reached a conclusion.
Excellent. Then tell me, are these Yaki an organized threat to the Protectorate? Do they have a base of operations that we can target?
Oh, man. Okay.
I see. That conclusion does match our observations. These pirates behave far too erratically. In that case, I will attempt to sway intervention to tone down their war preparations and instead get an anti-pirate task force underway. Again, excellent work, Operative. You've done Saul a great service. My only regret is that we haven't found out what happened to Cadet Shinneman.
Well, here's hoping you made the right choice, eh? Oh, that amplifier station certainly won't be easy to take down without Protectorate support.
All right. Well, there you go. cookies would be accurate for your stateside. American biscuits would be closer to scones there. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Oh, God. Okay. So, that's cool. What did that do with our missions, though? How are we doing here? So we can still pick these 2 missions. Interesting. So that's kind of almost the end of it, right? I mean, it's weird that I can still do these ones. So, okay. Now, this one we're going to start, because this one, like, not the last live stream, but the live stream before that, I think, we were doing this one, and we had to convert or get back to...
remind all visitors to keep their children with them at all times.
Get back to it afterwards. So we're going to start this one on the next live stream. So the Tomb of the Patriarchs. Now we do have the spaceflight caviar. We just have to fly to the accelerator. So we're gonna start this one with the split vendetta thing here going on here. So yeah. But I think that is now if you go with the save them from themselves and destroy the relay, the situation diffuses. Oh, that's interesting. The Yaki have lost their doomsday weapon. The Terrans are unaware of the Yaki peace by default. Interesting. Okay. So maybe we'll do that the next time. But I think that's a good place to end it. I'm gonna go eat some leaves here from the station because I'm kind of getting a little hungry. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it for now. I do appreciate everybody coming by and watching.
Raya.
Tomorrow, if everything goes right, I will be doing a live stream of Cubic Odyssey. And at the same time, about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if I'm not there tomorrow, 100% Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing more X4. And then Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing more, 100% more Cubic Odyssey. So, but yeah. Like I said, I appreciate everybody coming by and watching, and Feral and Grasshopper and JFD and everybody else. I hope you guys...
Another thing, Operative. Intervention let me know that the ship that's been anchoring in front of our headquarters is not actually an attempt at intimidation, but simply a decommissioned heap of scrap. It may require a few finishing touches to become fully functional again, but I'm sure you can make use of it. I'll transmit the ship's location to you. Consider it a reward for your efforts.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. Delilah's swan song. I forgot about that. We'll grab that at the next live stream. But yeah, so that's the schedule, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I will see everybody next Saturday at 10 a.m. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope everybody has a good rest of their week. If I don't see them tomorrow. And I hope everybody's staying safe and all the above. Appreciate everybody. And I will see everybody very, very soon. Bye for now, guys.